So hello everyone and welcome back to the living countryside and welcome back to the Great Saltee Island Part 2. The last time I was here was beginning of May, and I remember being here, big coat, woolly hat, and it rained, and it was a difficult day's photography, even though I got to photograph Puffins and Gannet colony for the first time. But I swore that day that I'd come back. And I wanted to come back towards the end of the season. And wow, look at my surroundings. But I've come back on one of the warmest days of the year. It has not rained in Ireland in a month. We're up at about 28 degrees today, and I have a lot of gear to carry. So the aim of today's video is to talk less and photograph and video more, and try and let the photographs and the video do the talking, if that's possible. I know I tend to talk a little bit too much and ramble. So as you can see, I'm here on the Saltees. Behind me is the Puffin colony, and further down the end is the Gannet colony. So I'm looking forward to photographing and videoing both. I want to try and get some intimate shots. There's going to be no gear chat, nothing. I'm on my OM system gear. I've got my OM1 Mark II, I've got my 150 to 600 and my 50 to 200 with a teleconverter. They're going to be my weapons of choice today. So, as I said, less chat, more photographs and more video. So let's get at it, let's go. I hope you've enjoyed that footage and those images from the puffin colony at the puffin end of the Great Saltee Island. Yeah, I just focused on doing some video and taking some shots and not waffling on. And I hope that has worked. And I've just taken a break at the moment. Just going to get some sun cream on. And I have a steep climb if I flip you around. I have a steep climb. It doesn't look too much on camera, but it's a fairly steep climb up there and down to the Gannets. But I'm just going to get a little bit of grub here, get some sun cream on and move on. These islands are just such an amazing place. I'm sitting here having a bite to eat, some water. I'm just surrounded by some of the biggest seabird colonies, certainly in these islands in the British Isles. Unbelievable. Again, I need to keep my promise of not too much waffling. And I'm going to walk on up the hill and try and get over to the big Gannet colony and see what I can photograph over there. So let's go and let's keep moving. sitting here for the last hour at the Gannet colony. What a phenomenal sight. There's lots of chicks down below, but the heat is intense, and all the parent birds are trying to shield the chicks from the direct sun coming in directly on top of the colony. It must be absolutely baking there right now. I'm seeing fish coming back from the sea, but with no catch. I see a lot of juveniles begging and parents almost like fake feeding. Yeah, some of it is actually a little bit distressing, but I hope you've enjoyed some of the video that you've seen from the colony here and some of the images. It's been very interesting just to sit here and watch these birds and not do much talking, just photograph, video, observe. I've only about 40 minutes left and then I have to get my boat out of here. So I'll keep going. I'll do a few more photos and a little bit more video, and then it's time to head on back to the boat. But I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am enjoying being here and bringing it to you. It's just a phenomenal place, the Great Saltee Island, and everyone who's anyway interested in nature should come here. It's phenomenal. Yeah, so you join me as I'm walking because I've 20 minutes to get back to the boat. I've lost track of time. This is going to have to be a sprint. I just sat there for ages with those gannets, just staring, observing, just enthralled. But I've got to get a wiggle on and get back to the boat. So everyone, thanks again for joining me on this rather quiet video in terms of listening to me. Hope you've enjoyed it, slightly different this time around. If you have, please give a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, if you hit the subscribe button, that would mean a lot also. Feel free to comment if you so wish. All comments are welcome, and I'll try and answer as many as I can. So once again, everyone, thanks for joining me on this extremely hot day. It's 28 degrees here now, and I've got to get a wiggle on to get back to the boat. So once again, slán leat everyone. We'll see you down the road for the next video on the living countryside. Bye for now.